YouTube was understood. Don't need to be explained. Look, you don't owe your narcissistic parents anything. When I say you don't owe them anything, you don't owe them anything because guess what? You don't owe them anything because they never done nothing for you. And they never done nothing for you that you can just say, you know what, I owe them something. Meaning they never done anything for you emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, financially, or anything that helped you or shaped you into the person who you are. They not responsible for the person that you are. They not responsible for anything that goes on in your life. They not responsible for the success that you achieving. They not responsible for all the things that's taking place in your life right now on a positive scale. They not responsible for that, but they gonna try to take credit for that. Let me tell you something. You don't owe them people nothing. You don't owe them people nothing. And look, you gotta understand something. Spare no evil. Spare no evil, because let me tell you something, they evil. They evil. You don't owe anything, nothing. You don't owe them nothing because guess what? They never gave you, they never supplied you, they never supplied you in a way that you can just, that set it you up for success. They never get, this is the thing, they never help you get to where you wanted to get to in life. They never helped you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They're not responsible for who you are. They're not responsible for you being your own individual. You're your own individual. These people don't have no control over you. This is for my people that suffer from narcissistic abuse and narcissistic parents. Let me tell you something. Y'all narcissistic parents, they're going to try to make it seem as though that you owe them something. They're going to play that every time you achieve something, every time you do something good in life, every time you get around them, they're going to try to make it seem as though they're responsible behind every little thing that you do. And they're going to try to make it seem as though that you owe them you owe them allegiance. You owe them everything, for the simple fact that in their minds, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have nothing. See, that's gaslighting. That's manipulation. That's manipulation. You don't owe them nothing. You don't owe your narcissistic parents nothing for the simple fact they didn't do nothing for you. The only thing that they did for you was try to break you. The only thing that they did was slander your name and gaslight you. The only thing that they did was trying to, throughout your childhood and throughout your life right now, is trying to destroy your spirit and break your spirit. These people are evil. Give evil no opportunity. You don't owe these people none. You don't, let me tell you something. Whatever business their child got going, you don't owe them no money. You don't owe them nothing. This is the thing, I don't care. Look, this is for my people who suffer from the hands of narcissistic parents. You don't owe them nothing. It doesn't matter how successful you get. It doesn't matter how successful you get. It doesn't matter how much you accomplish in life. You don't owe them nothing. And this is the thing, don't get them nothing, because guess what? You the hand that was feeding them. And guess what? They bit the hand that was feeding them. And don't you ever bite the hand that's feeding you, because this thing, roles is reversed. We are the individuals that we feed people. They don't feed us. So this is the thing, if you bite our hand, we gonna cut you off. They not responsible. This is the thing. They not responsible for what goes on in our life. This is the thing. This is everybody in life have their own distinctive life purpose. Everybody's life purpose is different. Nobody's life's purpose is the same. Everybody got their own life purpose that God already. This is the thing. God already wrote your name in a book and stamped. Okay, this is what I want Robert to do on earth. Ain't nobody gonna change that, because this is his purpose. This is exactly why I created Robert. Nobody ain't gonna be able to stop him. Whatever your life purpose is, God done already stamped that out. He already wrote your name down and stamped it down and put it right beside your name. This is what I want such and such to do. This is why I created such and such. This is what he gonna do. This is what she gonna do. And can't nobody stop him, because guess what? They come from me. Me, meaning God. You don't come. This is the thing. You don't come from your parents. You gotta understand that you don't come from your parents. Yeah. You do not come from your parents. Hold on, I heard some people talking in the woods, so I'm gonna have to turn around because I don't know people. But like I say, you don't owe them nothing, but they're gonna try to take credit for everything you do. They're gonna try to make it seem. Let me tell you something. Victimization is one hell of a drug. See, this is what your narcissistic parents gonna do. And before I explain, let me tell y'all something. Y'all look, if people you can't rationalize evil. You can't accept evil. You cannot try to use rationalization as a defense mechanism. You cannot try to get people to accept evil. We're not gonna accept that because it's wrong. It ain't no, this is the thing. Let me tell you something about your narcissistic parents. They sold to the devil. They gave their soul up. I don't care what they've been through in the past. Everybody been through something, but let me tell you something. Everybody didn't sell their soul. It's not what you've been through. It's what you did to not let that break you. So I don't want to hear, maybe your mother been through something, maybe your father. I don't care what they've been through, because guess what? They didn't overcome that, and they didn't choose the route that I took, which is righteous. They chose wicked. Who cares about what they go through? Because guess what? This is the thing. I don't care about people I don't care about individuals who don't look in the mirror and self-reflect. I don't care about people who run away from problems and blame other people. I don't. And this is what y'all parents do. Y'all parents are psychologically children. They're not mentally and emotionally intelligent. They're stupid. They're little kids. Point blank period. This is what y'all parents are. This is what your narcissistic mother is. This is what your narcissistic father is. This is what they program your siblings to be. These people are stupid. They don't possess any type of logic at all. And they go based off emotions, but this is the thing, they not even in control of their emotions. So at the end of the day, they just go based off pure hatred alone. Stop trying to get people to accept. No, let me tell you something. Until y'all gonna have to learn one day that you're gonna have to accept the fact that these people are evil and they don't love you, they don't care about you. It ain't no, that's what I'm saying. Don't come over here with that. We don't care about them. We don't. Let me tell you something. If that's like, okay, why y'all think, bro? Why y'all think God casted Satan out of heaven? If that's the case, because guess what? He knew for a fact that he didn't belong here. And if he would have stayed there, he would have, guess what? It wouldn't have been good. That's just like you. That's your narcissistic parents. Guess what? You're going to have to kick them out. And that's anybody in your life. You're going to have to kick them out of your heaven. You're going to have to kick them out of your heaven. Because this is the thing. If God didn't allow Satan to remain in heaven, what makes you think we're going to allow you demons to remain in our life? Point blank period. If that's the case, then God going to let Satan back in. Have he let him back in? Nope. Will he ever let him back in? No. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So for individuals to allow and try to get people to accept toxic behavior and evil, something is completely wrong. Because God didn't even accept that. This is the thing. We understand why y'all do the things that y'all do, but guess what? It's no excuses to why y'all do the things that y'all do. Y'all parents, let me tell you something. You don't owe them people anything. Let me tell you something. Give the devil no opportunity. You don't owe them people nothing. They ain't responsible for you. They can't take credit for what you done. It's not gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. They never did. This is the narcissistic parents. They never done nothing for y'all. This is the thing. If they, let me tell y'all what they gonna say. They gonna say that they gave you a roof over your head. They gonna say that they gave you clothes on your back. They gonna say that they helped you when you was down. Let me tell you something. Y'all parents, that's what y'all supposed to do. Y'all supposed to do that by default. You supposed to give your child a roof over your head. How stupid can you be to try to tell me I gave you this and I gave you that when that was your job? You supposed to do that. Look, when people say that, that should tell you how they look at you. When people start using what they done for you against you and try to, in order to try to make you seem as though you're a bad person, or in order to try to play the victim, they don't care about you. Because if they did, they won't. Because if they did, they won't have to say that. Because guess what? They already know they role. They already know they role. I'm not finna have children and use that against them and be like, well, I gave you a roof over my head. I gave you clothes. That's what I was supposed to do. I had this child. That mean I needed to. That mean that's responsibility. You honestly let me tell you something, bro. People will try to use. Let me tell you something. They're gonna try to use. It's a rational way of thinking, meaning those are parents' responsibility. I don't owe you nothing for something that you were supposed to do anyway, that was your responsibility. If that's the case, you shouldn't even have children. But this is the thing, I'm here now. Matter of fact, I'm not even your child. So at the end of the day, you screwed in general, because guess what? You ain't getting nothing from me. You done all that. Listen, you did give me a roof over my head. You did give me clothes. I don't care nothing about that, because I'm not doing nothing for you. So I thank you for you showed and let a total stranger into your household. Because I don't care about you. I don't. I love you, but I don't care about you. And you not finna take credit for what I've done. You not finna take credit for God's work. These people want to take credit for what God is doing, and it's not happening. This is what your parents gonna do. That's what I'm saying. They didn't do nothing for you. You don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them nothing. You don't. And if you feel like you owe them something is wrong. That means you are severely trauma bonded to the point to where you can't see it. And if you can't see it, so be it. You don't owe them. Look, you don't owe them a dime. Point blank period. So you don't owe them a dime. The only thing you owe them, let me tell you something. The only thing you owe them is probably the only thing you owe them is probably a slap in the face and a couple of stumps to the ground. Because, boy, they was making your life a living hell when you threw out your childhood. That's what I'm saying. You got to understand something. These people, narcissistic parents want to take credit for absolutely nothing. See, this is the thing. They want you to forget the fact that they mentally, emotionally, and spiritually abused you throughout your childhood. They didn't do anything positive. Positive people deserve positive awards. Negative people deserve negative awards, meaning positive people going to get theirs in general. Positive people are going to get blessings. Negative people, y'all ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing. Them people, let me tell you something. They got narcissistic parents. They're gonna want to take credit, and they're gonna try to take credit for what you doing. But for the simple fact, they gonna forget the fact. Surely you didn't forget the fact that throughout my childhood, you did not show me any love, any care, any empathy, any positive. I didn't see that at all, and it got worse once I got older. But this is the thing. Once you see this thing, once people see that you're becoming your own individual, once people see that what they doing not stopping you and that it's not breaking you, once they see that God is putting that light back inside of you, because you got to go through darkness in order to experience the light, point blank period. You're going to have to. See, this thing, once you walk in light, things take a turn for the worse, because guess what? Dark entities are going to try to flock to you for the simple fact that they see that light, but they don't want it to exist. Your parents, they're dark entities. They're dark entities. This is just the truth. I don't care what you people are gonna, y'all, let me tell you something. You people, y'all, like I said in another video, y'all must like being hurt. Y'all must like being hurt. Because guess what? I don't like being hurt, because guess what? I go towards the truth, and I can accept the truth for what it is. I can accept the things that I cannot change. And I'm not trauma bonded. And I don't care about evil. So I don't care who you are. You ain't playing with me like how you finna play with everybody else. And if you a man, let me tell you something. If you a man out there and you dealt with a narcissistic mother, let me tell you something. Women do not have authority over men, point blank period. It's in the Bible. A woman does not have authority over men in general. This is the thing. Your narcissistic mothers are really going to hate you for the simple fact that you are your own man, and for the simple fact that when they cannot control you, that's going to trigger them. That's going to trigger them, and then that's going to make it their mission to try to destroy you as a man for the simple fact that they can't control you. This is for my men up out here. This is for my men up out here. It's about control. It's about authority. Look, the daddy left her. And because the daddy left her, she's going to take her anger and frustration out on who? The resemblance of that child. The resemblance of the father. The resemblance of the father, which happens to be you. The scapegoat, the black sheep. You look like the father, so guess what? Because you look like him, but she couldn't control him, she's gonna try to control you. But this is the thing, once she realized that she can't control you either, you're gonna get it worse than a father ever got it, for the simple fact that she couldn't get him or you. He can be narcissistic, but at the end of the day, he's still gone. We not narcissistic. Yeah, let me tell you something. If you a woman up out there and your narcissistic mother see you, if your narcissistic mother see that you're not taking a route that she took, meaning if she see that you ain't fighting around, if she see that you a woman of morals and principles, if you a woman that got the mindset, well, you know what, I'm not gonna have no kids until I meet a man that's actually gonna be husband material, because I don't want to end up like her, because guess what, your mother is a dummy. If you're a woman, you're going to realize that, okay, I don't want to end up like this dummy because she got kids and she's miserable, and I also know how she treated me. I would never want that for my children. She gonna hate you for that. She gonna hate you for that, and let the games begin, because guess what, you're positive. And then on top of that, you stand for something. You have integrity, you have morals. They're not gonna like that, for the simple fact that, guess what, you're better than them. You're better than them. They cannot stand the fact that they gave birth to individuals that's better than them. And that's not gonna take the route they took. They can't stand it. So they're gonna try to make it their mission to destroy you at all costs. But that's not gonna happen, because God is not gonna allow that to happen. I'm not gonna allow, and on my end, God not gonna allow it to happen, but I'm not gonna allow it to happen either way, because at the end of the day, it's just certain individuals out there. You forgetting that we come from the streets. We just classy. Yeah, you don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them nothing. The only thing you owe them is probably, I mean, look, if you get that new business, if you become successful, if you graduate college, I'll probably say, you probably just go ahead and get them like, go ahead and slide them a good $40 for some gas. That's it. Just get them $40 for some gas money or something. That's it. And go and get them $40 for that gas money. Look, you get married, don't invite them to their wedding. Don't invite them to your wedding. They're gonna crash your wedding. Don't invite them to no events. That's what I'm saying. You don't owe these people nothing. Once you leave these people, you cut all ties with them. You cut off ties with them. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's on their side, which is friends, family, whoever's on the narcissistic parent side, you're gonna have to cut them off too, because they fake. And people who play both roles are the enemy as well. They fake. So whoever is siding with your narcissistic parents, let me tell you something. I always stand up for what you believe in too. Meaning, even if the whole room is against you, even if everybody in the room against, I always stand on what you believe in. Always. Because guess what? Everybody that's against you, you're going to know for a fact that they don't need to be in your life in general. They want the, so look, I always stand up for what you believe in. You don't owe these people nothing, and you a fool if you think that you owe them people something. You don't owe them nothing. Come on, man. These people trying to destroy you. They even when you leave, that's not gonna stop them from trying to smear your name and slander your name. You just won't be there. Look, man, I'm Michael Jordan. I'm Michael Jackson. I'm Michael Jackson. I don't miss. Stay blessed.